Alright, we are back with Gamer of Glory. I have returned with Final Fantasy II, Part 2. And now we begin with Violence. Evan, say hi.
Hey. Hi, Violence. And what's Sky doing?
Okay, so this is how the battle works. So basically everybody goes first. There's no ATB bar, just like in Final Fantasy IV and onwards.
I'm sorry, but Viron's face during the voice animation screws me up. It looks like he's about to fall asleep.
Yeah. So why am I casting magic on myself, you may ask? Well, this is how you can train yourself to get more AP. You get more HP.
You know, this is probably why Hilda didn't want us to join the army.
Because we kill ourselves. So yeah, you can tell that I'm hurting myself in order to get more HP. That is how you get more HP in this game.
So you could get max health by, say, repeatedly banging your head into a rock?
Yep. But it's a chance. It's not perfect, but it's a chance. I mean, firstly, Furion lost the most HP, but he didn't get any HP. Maria got HP, Guy got HP, but Furion did not get HP. That's kind of sad, actually.
Especially considering he got poisoned.
Yeah. Okay, so let me explain what my weapon choices are. Firstly, these are the enemies that you're gonna encounter. You're gonna encounter hornets, leg eaters, and goblins. That's all you're gonna encounter.
Leg eaters?
Yeah, leg eaters. They're called stranglers in the Origins version, so yeah, maybe that works. So here's how I designed my characters. Furion is gonna be my paladin. He's gonna have shield, sword, heavy armor, and white magic. This will train his spirit stat, and this will also give him the most armor, and it's also going to make him the most fastest because he has a shield. Shield ups your evasion, which is a very disgusting stat, by the way. And it basically does a lot of things, like gives you first strike, gives you...
Are they giving us the thumbs up?
No, they're flipping... No. I think they're just trying to... I don't know what they're doing, actually. I thought they were always trying to pick their nose, but their fingers are way too big. or maybe they have the sudden realization that they have no nose at all. Okay, so yeah, Furion is rocking a sword shield. Swords are one of the best weapons in the game, but they are very limited. But in this version you get better swords, so you can get an unlimited number of the best swords in the game. Actually, if you use an exploit. Maria is my black mage. She has staffs. She has light equipment. She has lighter equipment other than heavy armor, and she also has twin staffs. Dual wielding was bugged in the original NES version, so yeah, that's kind of tough. Dual wielding works, but it lowers your original attack, but it also gives you a chance to do 2 attacks. So yeah, it works for the most part. And Guy is my fist fighter. Fists are probably one of the most strongest weapons in the game. But it's not the best. Because firstly, you don't have to spend any money to buy like new weapons and all that.
Yeah.
Secondly, they fall flat to the best weapon in the game. And thirdly, they don't give any like good buffs. Like, some certain weapons can give, like, certain stat buffs. Sometimes. The ultimate weapons, for example. So here, you can train your spells. Right now, I use Cure a lot. So now it's at level 2, which costs 2 MP, but it heals a lot more. It's really, really potent. So here you can go to the inn. Bit of a thing you have to note. It does not have a set price. However, it depends on how much HP and MP you lost. So yeah, it's not a set price. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, what was I talking about again? Oh right, spells and leveling up weapons. Let me tell you, it's a lot more easier in this game. In the PS1 game, you have to do it 100 times. In this game, it's its own EXP bar, so it's. You could use the spell 6 times and it levels up to level 2. It does get a little harder later on, but it doesn't get as much.
So it's kind of like a weapon proficiency in Fire Emblem.
Yeah, basically like that. Except it gets harder and harder along the way.
Well, same could be said for Fire Emblem.
So yeah, you can... Much time has passed, and this is how much I've grown. Look at these levels, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Barehanded to fisticuffs.
So there's no actual leveling up for the character per se. That seems kind of weird to RPG to me.
Yeah, it's very weird, but it feels like Skyrim to me. It's like the more you do it, the more better you get at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more better with different weapons and different items. You get more better with leveling up the weapon of your choice. It's all about planning. So yeah, this is how I'm gonna set myself up. You can get a shield. Make sure you can train yourself up to get as much magic as you want. You can train yourself to get the armor that you want. And yada yada yada, that is it. So I guess I can talk about more of the mechanics of Final Fantasy II. So here you can get Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, and Cure. I recommend you get Cure for your attacker too, just in case, because you never know when you need it. So let me tell you about the different weapons. You can get swords, best weapon, because they're the most balanced, I guess. Spears, they're very balanced. They don't harm your magician much in terms of like inflicting a penalty on your intelligence and soul. Axes are very powerful early and late game, but mid game there are no mid game axes, so that's kind of bad.
How so? Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, there are no mid game axes. Like, it's very hard to find them. Like, I think ogre killers are are after mithril axes, and that is like that's like half of the game through. Okay, so staves are alright in my opinion. I think they're more proficient for magic users. Let me think. Fist fighting, you don't have to buy a lot of equipment, but they fall flat to swords. Bows are the most safest weapon. Daggers are pretty much useless. I think that's all the weapons, actually. Yeah, those are all the weapons. Oh, right, and the shield, too. I forgot about the shield. It increases your evasion, and that's it. If you're playing the original NES version, I recommend you unequip the shields when you need to heal. Trust me. Because there are a lot of things that this game has fixed. There are a lot of games that... this game was made for... This game was like... I don't know what the word is, but it was more accessible to the other people. Anyway, we skipped over a lot of exposition. We got to Gatria, which is basically a neighboring town. Here is Finn. It's still standing. And look at all these Imperials. Don't talk to them, by the way.
Yeah, you'll have to fight them, and they will kick your ass.
Ugh. Unless you can kill one, and that means then that means you're basically the god. So you have heard that there is a pub in here, and that there's a bartender here that is basically sick of these Imperials. But if you say Wild Rose to them, he'll know that you're the rebels, and he'll show you the secret door. I've had it with this place. You guys can take it from here. Make sure you wash those glasses over there.
So they just let him walk off?
Yeah, they just let him walk off. Hey, the soldiers can get their own damn drinks. Alright, so 3 potions, priorities. I'm not gonna take care of this wounded soldier.
Just like me.
Yeah. I can't help it.
I'm proud of you, Josh.
Then I inspect the bed. Anyway, hello. Do you remember this guy? This is the guy that fought off the rebels and so that the Princess Hilda can escape. Ah, Prince Scott, we were told that you fell in battle. Thank goodness you're still alive, kinda, even though you look deathly pale and in bed, and in pain too. So basically, Scott has more information about the war. He tells us that there is actually a traitor. That's how we have lost. Fell so quickly as that Count Borgen betrayed us. He's been made a general to the Imperial Army. Ugh. He is also the lover of Hilda, but he says no, don't listen to the words of a dead man. You can tell that the plot is a lot more deep. even though the Emperor does look like David Bowie. Evan,
wait, her brother's name Leon is the same guy we've been talking to in Kingdom Hearts?
No, it's someone else. It'd be some shit, though.
Yeah, the first thing you do is attack us with a sword and shoot us in the face with fire.
Oh, yeah. Maybe all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. I shouldn't have gone out of the bed. If you excuse me, I need to rest. And just to let you know, corpses burn on their own, so no need for cleanup. No need for cleanup.
How convenient.
By the way, moo, Whiplash. We got Scott's ring, hooray! But he just died in front of us. But he's not here anymore, so yeah, fair.
So wait, the bartender was secretly hiding him there?
Yeah, the bartender was secretly hiding him there. What a nice guy.
No wonder the guards just let him walk off.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, now we can activate the ring.
Oh yeah, this is much better.
Oh yeah, this looks so much more cleaner. So by pressing select and then pressing circle, you can turn on the map. And I believe someone in Gatria tells you backwards, just like Final Fantasy 1 with Matoya's Eye, you can use Scott's ring and you can learn the code by the backwards text. It's so weird.
What is this, mad space?
No, they literally do backwards text.
So does mad space.
Oh, that's true. I should talk about the rows, actually, and the enemies. The enemies now have rows. So only the first 4 people, like, right over here.
I see you moving the mouse around them?
Yeah, I tried to label them. Those 4 will attack you, only, in physical attacks. They can only reach you. However, if you are using physical attacks, you can only reach those 4. The ones in the back will either use magic or they will not attack at all.
Oh, so you can theoretically use magic to get pot shots on the ones on the back.
Yeah, you can do that. Maria's intelligence increased. Hooray. So yeah, I should also mention about the gil. You get more. There's a chance that you can get more gil from other enemies. Especially goblins, because they give you the most gil. Other than that, it's randomized.
Don't you wish that getting smarter was easy as, say, smashing someone with magic?
Yeah, well...
Or just beating someone up in general? I probably would have passed that math test.
Shit. Should have cast fire on myself. You really said all those things about me? Oh, he's having an epiphany now. So yeah, now we finished plot line number 1. Now it's time for plot line number 2. First, let's present this ring. So once you get this ring, you can show it to Hilda, and is he alive? And the screen kind of darkens. Minu's like, who turned out the lights? No, nothing. I'm sorry. This ring belongs to you. No, keep it. I know of the hidden map function. So here, I'm just gonna go sitting on my ass, so... Here, I'll give it to you. It would seem I underestimated your strength. So, now we have passed the initiation test for infiltrating Finn. Okay, so now we get more of the information about the rebels, and how they lost, and how they had a contact about Mithril. So she tells us to go to Salamand with Minwu right here, to go find a man named Joseph, and to learn about Mithril. So Minwu is actually our 4th member, actually, but the 4th member always interchanges. So Minwu... I
can see that being annoying at some point.
It's about... Well, I think it's more about... I don't know the word, but it's more about coming and going.
Which game do you think is the biggest offender of that?
Final Fantasy IV. So yeah, now we have Minwu here. He will come and go as he pleases.
Alright.
but he is possibly the best fourth member in the whole game, actually.
Oh yeah.
Cause this guy's a white wizard, and this guy has a plethora of white magics that will keep you alive. So you get more exposition dialogue from Hilda here. She tells you about the dreadnought that that the Emperor is building, and it's a giant.
The dreadnought.
Yeah, the dreadnought.
That's a name. Isn't that the name of an enemy in Codename Steam?
I can't remember. I've never played the game. So yeah, more exposition dialogue. There was an old man that I talked to. He's such an asshole.
How so?
He tells us like, oh, you'll be lucky if you ever get there. Or, whoops, like, you are never gonna get up there. Or, you failed! Why did you do this? I don't understand that. So you can talk to the king about more exposition dialogue. He doesn't become important. He's not very important.
Of course not, he's injured.
Yeah, he's injured. By an arrow, no less. I mean, people can heal from arrows really easily, dude. Didn't tell me of fear or worry. When you don't show anyone an improper item, they have like a question mark or nothing happened. It makes you feel like a fool in front of them. You should be able to use that canoe. So since we have a canoe now, we can cross shallow waters.
We're carrying that thing with us?
It's magically folding. Plus also one thing, it can also avoid random encounters. So that's good. This game, let me tell you something. There's a reason why a lot of people do not like Final Fantasy II. And that is because of the random encounters. The random encounters is jacked up in this damn place.
In the game, you mean?
Yeah, in this game.
Wow, random encounters in a town. Could you imagine that?
It's gonna get worse.
Alright, like every step has a random battle?
Not real. Yes. It's very possible for that. So, yeah, Minwu is... What? Mithril? What's that? Does it taste good? It tastes tart. Alright, so... Oh my god, I'm leaning back.
Same here.
Let's get up. How much? Okay, we're almost done. So now we have Minwu, and it's... So... Since we have Minwu, we can approach dangerous situations, and he'll be here to save us. Let me show you the magic this guy knows. Afterwards. Well, this guy knows how to use a staff, but look at these magics, man!
Ooh.
He has Cure, Life, Basina, Essence, Barrier, Blink, Protect, Shell, Wall, Dispel, Silence, Swap, Fog, Sap, Fear, and Teleport. Oh.
Does teleport still hurt you?
Yes, it still does.
How does that work? Was it like just a hard fall?
I think it is. That's okay. Yeah, that's the end of the footage.
Or maybe he bit his tongue as he was saying teleport.
Teleport. Oh, he could. Yeah, it does have T's. So that was enough of this infiltration initiation, and we will be back with part 3 of Final Fantasy II. This time with Minwu. Or I mean Borat. So Yak Shamash. I am Gamer of Glory. Say bye, Evan.
Bye.